studying is matrix inversion method. So last things what we have studied inverse of matrix and adjoint of matrix and Gaussian Jordan method, and to find rank matrix using two method, right? So this is your another method which is called matrix inversion method, and the formula I have here given is, so first you have to written like this, you have to write like this: Ax equal to b. From this we have to derive the formula which is x is equal to A inverse of b. So this is your formula. By using this formula only we are going to do all the sums in 1.3. Okay, the question what they will be asking is, we have to find the equation using matrix inversion method. And I'm moving to exercise 1.3. See what is the question. Your first question is, solve the following system of linear equation by matrix inversion method. They will be giving which method you have to use and all. They will be giving in the question itself, but we have to make sure with the formulas. Okay, so here what is the question? Matrix inversion method. And what is the formula I have written here already? X equal to A inverse B. Already we know, right? A inverse of B. So what is your A inverse? What is your A inverse formula? The same formula only. A inverse equal to 1 divided by determinant of A into adjoint of A. This is your A inverse formula. So see your question type, it is in the equation format. The equation is 2x plus 5y equal to minus 2 and x plus 2y equal to minus 3. This is the given equation. First I need to make this into the matrix form. I'm going to consider the given equation in matrix form. Okay, so how will you consider? Means we have to take the coefficients. So this is like your row value and this will be your column value. See here, see it is 2 and your 5. First is your x coefficient and second is your y coefficient. Okay, and 2, 5, and in the second equation what is your coefficient of x will be 1. So I am taking 1. If there is no number before the variables means you have to consider that as a 1 value. Okay, so your x, I don't have any coefficient, so that means I have 1. Okay, so 1, 2, and what are the variables I have? X, y, right? So I'm equal to and your this values, so minus 2 and minus 3. See, I've written my equation as the matrix format. So you're supposed to write like this only. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to consider this as my A value and this whole thing as my x equal to, and this will be your b value. So what is the formula I said before? X equal to A inverse of b is your formula. So what is your A equal to 2, 5, 1, 2. So I'm going to consider A value, and inverse value is what? So what are the things I need to find it in inverse? 1 divided by determinant A into adjoint A. So I'm going to find out my determinant of A. What is it do by determinant value and adjoint A? After that I'm going to substitute in the formula. Okay, this is my formula. So determinant A, how will you find determinant A? So you have to just cross multiply the value. Since it is 2 cross 2 matrix, you can simply cross multiply the value. Okay, so 2 2s are 4, and what is the symbol you're going to use here? Minus. Okay, minus. 5 1s are 5. So what your answer will be? Minus 1. And your adjoint A, how will you find your adjoint A? This is your determinant A, and adjoint A, how will you find? 2 cross 2 matrix, you have to, this leading diagonal gets interchange. Since both the values are 2 only, so your answer will get 2 only. So 2, 2, and this leading diagonals will get the symbol change. Okay, so 5 will becomes minus 5 and 1 will becomes minus 1. So this is your adjoint A. Determinant A value is minus 1 and adjoint A value is this one. So I'm going to substitute everything in my formula. After that, after getting the value of A inverse, I'm going to substitute that in my x value. Okay, now see. See, I've done here, see, minus 1. So inverse exists, and I've found out the value of adjoint A, and I've substituted my A inverse value. So 1 divided by inverse of 1, 2 minus 1, minus 1, 2. And after that, this is my formula, right? So x equal to, what is my A inverse value? This is your A inverse value. So 1 divided by minus 1, and this part I've written, and your B value is nothing but your, this value is your B value, right? I've written already your C, B value. So minus 2, minus 3, I'm going to use it here, minus 2, minus 3. And see one more thing, if I cancel means 1 1 will get 1 only, and here it is minus 1. So we'll get here as minus 1. So after that what I've did is I'm going to multiply my minus 1 inside. Okay, so minus 1 into 2 is minus 2, minus 1 into minus 5 is 5, and minus 1 into minus 1 plus 1, minus 1 into 2 is minus 2. Only this part alone you have to multiply, not this part. Okay, because this is the whole thing, right? This is the another part, this is one part, and this is another part. So you can only multiply my minus with this part. So this is your b value. So now what you should do is you have to multiply the value, normal multiplication, row with column. So minus 2 into minus 4 is what? Plus 4. And 5 into minus 3 is minus 15. 1 into minus 2, minus 2. Minus 2 into minus 3, plus 6. After that I'm going to solve the values. So 4 minus 15 is minus 11. Minus 2 plus 6 is 4. And your x value and y value. So x is equal. Instead of x, please, what you have here? X and y. So the main procedure of solving this sum is you need to find out the value of x and y. Okay, at last you will be finding the value of x and y. So since it is capital X, now see, I have found out the value. So capital X equal to minus 11 plus 4. So which means what? My first value is small x. So small x is equal to minus 11, comma y equal to 4. So since it is 2 cross 2 matrix, we will be getting only x and y value. And after that, if it is 3 cross 3 matrix, what are the values you will be getting? X, y and z value. Okay. So this is your first sum. After that, I am moving to my 3 cross 3 matrix. Okay. And the another sum is 2 cross 2 only. So you can do it by your own. And my 3 cross 3 matrix, listen, 2x plus 3y minus z equal to 9. And these are the three equations they have given. So what is the first step? What we need to do? We have to arrange it in the matrix form. So what is your x coefficient? 2, and y is 3, and z is what? Z is, it's not 1, actually it is minus 1, because you have to see this symbol also. So minus means you have to write it as minus 1, and here it will be 1 1 1. This will get 3 minus 1 minus 1, which is equal to minus 1. So you have written here. Okay. The given equation, I'm going to write it in the matrix format. So I've written in the matrix format what I said. Since it is 3 cross 3 matrix, you have to write x, y, z. The previous sum is 2 cross 2 matrix. So I've written up to y value. Okay. The same formula only. So x equal to b. From that I'm taking x equal to a inverse of b. Again a inverse. What are the procedures? All the procedures are same only. But this is 3 cross 3 matrix. But the thing, what are you going to do is everything same only. Okay. Again, what you'll do for finding a inverse? This is the formula. We know 1 by determinant of a into adjoint of a. First, listen children, you have to first find the value of determinant, not adjoint, because you will be having the determinant as 0 in some sums. If you get 0 means your inverse does not exist. You cannot follow the sum. Okay, you cannot. I don't want to do the sum. You don't want to find adjoint A and all. If your determinant A as some value means your inverse exists. If your answer gets 0 means up to this is enough. Inverse does not exist. We can complete the sum. Okay. So that only we need to find out determinant value. So determinant value what? How will you find in 3 cross 3 matrix determinant value? So one element corresponding row and column get deleted. Okay. And 1 1 minus 1 minus 1. Right, so I've directly done it here. See here, I've directly done. So 1 into minus 1 minus 1. So after that I multiply the value, I got minus 1 plus 1, and after that what you should do, you have to take this element, and before that you have to make sure with the symbols children. So first is plus and minus, plus minus, plus minus, plus minus, plus. So this is the main thing. Okay, so after that I had done this part. Okay, so if I take 3 means this respective row and column will delete it, and balance will be having 1 1 3 into minus 1. So I've done it directly because we have already done many sums under the inverse values. Okay, so I've done it directly. So after that, if I've solved all those values, I'll be getting my answer as 16. So say my answer I got right, so that is not equal to 0. Therefore inverse exists. So after that what I'm going to find? Adjoint of A. Adjoint of A means 3 cross 3 means you have to find out the cofactor of A. Okay, 2 cross 2 means we can directly find out the value of adjoint A, but this is 3 cross 3 matrix, so you have to find out the cofactor of A. Cofactor also we have done it already, so I have directly written here. See, okay, for each element you need to take the determinant value. For all the 9 elements you need to take the determinant value, so I have done it here. And after that I am solving the bracket part first. I hope you already we have already done the inverse part before sums and all. You have already gone through all the sums, I hope. So that only I have directly written here. Okay, if you don't know means you can go through the first video and afterwards you can come back this video. Okay, so I've written directly. After that I've solved my values. See, first we have to solve the bracket values. After that only we can take the symbols outside. Okay, we should not directly take the symbols outside, that will get wrong. Okay, so I have done my bracket value first. After that only I'm going to take my symbols. So since it is 3 cross 3 matrix, after you finding the value, once you find out the value, you have to transpose the value. After transposing only your answer will get. Adjoint of A will be, I'm getting the adjoint of A value. Okay, see, listen, 3 cross 3 matrix, after you got the answer you need to transpose that value. That value gives you the adjoint A value. So see, after I transpose the value I got the adjoint A value. Now I got both determinant A and adjoint of A. Next step is what? I'm going to substitute the values in A inverse. Okay, see, now I have substituted my determinant value and adjoint of A in my A inverse. So what is the main formula? X equal to A inverse of B. So I'm going to substitute everything in X value. Okay, so X equal to A inverse value is what? The whole thing. So I've written here. And B value is what? B value is 9, 9 minus 1. So this is your B value. Okay, 9, 9 minus 1. So I'm going to multiply it with my A inverse. So that only I've written here. So now what you should do is, first, so the better way is you have to multiply the value first. After that we can multiply the outer part. First you can multiply the matrices value. After that we can multiply the outer value. So which is the better way for finding the answer. So we can easily get the answer. Okay. So now see, how will you multiply? The same thing only, row with column. So 0 into 9, 0. 4 into 9 plus 36, 4 into minus 1 minus 4. Similarly, my second row with my column. So 4 into 9, 36 plus 1 into 9, 9. And see, minus 3 into minus 1 is plus 3. And your third row with your column. So for after that what I'm getting is I will be getting this answer. So see, I've solved the matrix part only. After that only I'm going to multiply it inside. So what is your first value becomes 36 minus 4 is 32. Yes, 36 plus 9 plus 3. So your value will be 48. Next, 100 minus 36, your answer is 64. Now what I am going to do is I am going to multiply my each value inside the matrix. So how you multiply? 1 by 16 into your 32. So how many times it will get cancelled? 2 times. So 16 2s are 32. Similarly, 1 by 16 into 48, so it will get 3 times, and 1 by 16 into 64, and it will get 4 times. So my answer, capital X equal to 2 3 4 values. Okay, so what is this other values? Yes, X value, Y value, Z value. So X is equal to 2, Y equal to 3, Z equal to 4. So for finding 3 cross 3 matrix, you have to find out X, Y, Z. If it is 2 cross 2 matrix, X, Y only you need to find out. Okay, with this your equations like type sums will get over, and after that what you have is like a statement sum. See, like a statement sum you will be having. So from that what we need to find out is we need to take out the equation. See a third question in a statement format. Now see the question carefully. A man is appointed in a job with a monthly salary of certain amount and a fixed amount of an annual increment. If his salary was rupees 19,800 per month at the end of the first month after 3 years of service, and rupees 23,400 per month at the end of the first month after 9 years of service, find his starting salary and his annual increment using matrix inversion method. Okay, so I'm just taking this part first. We need to find that person's starting salary and his annual increment. So what I'm going to take is, I'm going to take my starting salary as some x and his annual increment as some y. Now going back to the beginning part. So that man is getting a salary, okay, fixed month and annual increment. Now listen to the question. If his salary was rupees 19,800 at the end of the first month after 3 years of service. So after 3 years of service now, what does this means? They will get a increment after 3 years. Okay, so what I'm denoting that is increment value. Okay, so after 3 years, he'll get the increment as what? 19,800. So here they didn't give us starting salary. So I need to make this as an equation format. So how I'm going to take is that starting salary is some x, and after 3 years of increment, what I told, what I'm going to take my increment as y. So I'm taking my increment. So 3 years of service, no? 3 years off means what? Off means what? We have to multiply it. Okay, so I'm going to multiply it, and next thing is 23,400, and similarly the way at the end of the first month after 9 years of service. So 9 years of service, no? Again here he's getting the increment after 9 years as 23,400. So I'm going to make this in the equation format. Okay, now see it here. So what I said, x be his starting salary and y be the annual increment. So in the beginning part, x, because they didn't give the starting salary, plus 3 years of increment. Okay, so after 3 years of service, it gets some increment as 19,800. Similar, the second equation is, here is just starting salary, we don't know, plus 9 years of service, that is your increment as 23,400. So I'm considering this as my, after taking the equations from the question, I'm going to do it in the matrix inversion method, because the question itself given, we have to use it in the matrix inversion method. So 1, 3, 1, 9. I'm taking the coefficients first, and xy, which is equal to this value, and always you should take your first matrix as A, and your variables as capital X, which is equal to B. From that you need to take your formula x is equal to A inverse B. And after that, see the previous sum what we have done, same thing only, no other changes. Okay, the only thing is you have to take the equation from the question, like a statement question. So A inverse equal to 1 divided by determinant A adjoint of A. After that, what you'll get, what you'll be finding, determinant A, first determinant A. So your value is 6, so therefore inverse exists. You should mention your as inverse exist. Okay ma. Next, adjoint of A. How will you find out adjoint of A? You have to change the leading diagonal, that is in the place of 1 you have to write it as 9, and in place of 9 it will be 1, and here it is just a simple change. So both the things are in the place, so we have to put it minus value. So 9, 1, minus 3, minus 1. So at last found out the value of A inverse, and next thing is what? We need to substitute A inverse in x value. So x is equal to A inverse value. Next, B. So what is your B here? 90,800, 23,400. So what I said in the previous sum, first multiply the matrix first, after that you can multiply with the outer term. Okay, so it will get easier. Okay, so 9 into 19,800 have done it here. You can multiply and do. Okay, so minus 3 into 20,400 gives me 70,200, and this row with this column. So after that we have to subtract the values. So after subtracting, what I should do? I have to multiply the value. So 1 by 6 into 10,000, I'm sorry, 1,80,000 and similarly 1 by 6 into 3600. So you have to divide the value. So after dividing, I'll be getting my value as 18,600. So what is this values are? This is your x value and this is your y value, which is nothing but his starting salary and this increment. That's all. Okay children, x is your starting salary and y is your increment value. So increment equal to 600, starting salary equal to 18,000. So you'll be having two more sums. Okay, that is fourth and fifth sum. And see, your fourth sum I've written only a data alone because I'm going to write. This is your fourth sum. And see your question. So what your question is, you can check with the book children. Okay, you should download the book from the net. So like a rough part only I've written here. Okay, so 4 men and 4 women can do a piece of work in 3 days, and 2 men and 5 women can do a piece of work in 5 days. We need to find out how many men and 1 woman, how many days they can finish their work. Okay, alone, 1 man alone, how many days they can finish their work. That's how we have to find out. So you can check with the question. I've written like a rough part because I'm going to take the equation. From the equation you can proceed with the sum. Okay, so what they have given is 4 men and 4 women can do a piece of work, right? So piece of work in how many days? 3 days. So piece of work, what I'm going to write it as, I'm going to write it as like solution 1 by x as my man, and that is 1 man, and 1 by y as 1 women. Okay, 1 man and 1 women because it is a piece of work, right? So I'm writing it as 1 by x and 1 by y. So now make equation. So your equation equals 4 by x plus 4 by y equal to 1 by 3. Since I am taking this as piece of work, so 1 by x, 1 by I, so that I am writing it as 1 by 3. So similarly 2 by x plus 5 by y equal to how many days? 5 days. So from that we need to take out the matrix form. So matrix form na 4 2 and 4 5, and here what is supposed to write? 1 by x 1 by y is equal to 1 by 3 1 by 5. So this is how your equation should be. So after that, what is the formula? X is equal to A inverse B, and you should proceed with the sum. Okay, so I've written like a normal part because you should do the sum, so that I've written like a rough part. I've made the equation. From the equation you can continue with the sum, children. Okay, so this is your fourth sum. So you can do the sums which are left over in this exercise. Next thing is Cramer's rule, that is exercise 1.4. So in this exercise also you will be having 5 sums. Okay, the first sum, under first sum you will be having 4 subdivisions, 2 2 cross 2 matrix and 2 3 cross 3 matrix. So I'll be doing 1 2 cross and 1 3 cross, and the rest of the sums you can do it by your own. Okay children, so see the question. Solve the following system of linear equation by Cramer's rule. And the last last session what we saw system of linear equation by matrix inversion method, right? So if the question is asked without any rule, any method, any rule, means you can use whatever the way you are comfortable with. Even you can, if the equation alone is given, means you can use either Cramer's rule or your matrix inversion method. But if it is given, if it is they are specifically given, means you have to use that part only. Okay children, so you see first question, 5x minus 2y plus 16 equal to 0, x plus 3y minus 7 equal to 0. From that what I am taking is, I am taking my constant part to the other side. So if it is 16, if it is goes to that side, means what I will be getting it as minus 16, and minus 7 if it goes that side means plus 7. And now what is the thing you should do first, means you have to do delta. So delta equal to your this value, not the constant value, your x and y variables. So see 5 minus 2 1 3. So I'm delta means only this part is supposed to take. So I've taken the value. the delta is nothing but the determinant value. So how will you find out the determinant? Is by cross multiplying just 2 cross 2 matrix, like, so you can directly cross multiply 3 cross 3 only. You have to take the row value. Since it is 2 cross 2 matrix, you can directly cross multiply. So 5 3s are 15, and minus 2 into 1 minus 2, already you will be having one more minus, so here it is plus 2. So 15 plus 2 equal to 17. So 17 is not equal to 0. So which means my delta value equal to 17. After that, what you should do is, you should take, what are the variables are here? X and y, right? So you have to take the variables under delta. So how will you take? Means delta x and another part is delta y. So now listen carefully. Delta x is nothing but, see, this is your x, right? This is your x coefficients and this is your y coefficient. So instead of x coefficient, you have to substitute the value. This value you have to substitute. Okay children, have you all got it? See children, so here it is x, right? You're supposed to write instead of x this value, and your y will be as it is, and after that I'm cross multiplying the value. So I'll be having minus 48 plus 14, which gives me minus 34. That is your delta x. And delta y means you should keep your x value as it is. You're supposed to change your y value, since it is y, so you're supposed to change y as minus 16 and 7. After that you have to cross multiply the values. So after cross multiply the values, what is the answer? 51. And what is the main reason what is the thing I need to find out? X and y value. So your x value is nothing but delta x divided by delta. What is your delta x? Minus 34. So minus 34 divided by 17 gives me minus 2, and delta y is 51 and delta is 17, which gives me 3. Okay, nothing children. See here, delta x means instead of x coefficient, you're supposed to substitute this value. Y will be as it is, and after that only determinant value only, just cross multiplying, you will be getting the delta x. And for delta y, instead of y value, you need to substitute this value. If it is z, the x and y will be as it is, z only gets changed. That's it children. Move on to fourth question. Okay, you have to do the second and third part. I have done here my fourth question. So this is the equation given, and what the first thing is, you're supposed to take your constant value outside. So minus 1 will be plus 1, minus 2, here it is goes means it will be plus 2, and here it is minus 1. So what I'm going to do is, since everything in the fraction only, so I'm going to take this as my a value. See, 1 by x equal to a, and 1 by y equal to b, and 1 by z equal to some c. After that I'm going to convert my answers in the fraction format. Okay, so now see how my equations become. 3a minus 4b minus 2c equal to 1. And similarly the other two equations. So first, what I told, you need to find out delta value. Delta value in this part. So I've taken the coefficients of a, b, c, right? So after that we need to find out the determinant value. How will you find out determinant value in 3 cross 3 matrix? We have to take first number and eliminating the rows and columns corresponding, and balance to 4s are minus 8, 1 into minus 5, and one more symbol here, there it is plus 5. So minus 8 plus 5 gives me minus 3. Similarly, you have to do it for all the elements, but you should make sure with the symbol. So whenever you're going to do with the 3 cross 3 matrix, you have to make sure with the symbol. So after that I'm solving, I'll be getting my delta value as minus 15. Next is what we're supposed to find. Delta x, but here I've denoted it as a. So I'm taking my delta a value. Delta x, delta everything same only, right? But here I'm taken my 1 by x is a, so a. Delta a. So instead of this value, that is my first value, I have to substitute 1 to minus 1. Balance 2 columns will be same. Okay, so what is that? 1, 2, and x value, sorry, a value, I've substituted my equation value, that is 1 to minus 1. After that you need to find out the determinant value. I made some mistake here. So after finding the determinant value, I will be getting this answer. that is minus 15. Okay children, and how will you find the determinant? First element and corresponding rows and columns will be deleted, and after that you have to cross multiply the value. And next is delta B. So for delta B, I'm going to keep my A and C as it is. My B value alone becomes what? 1 to minus 1. So I've written here. So my B value only gets changed. After that I need to take out the determinant value. So how will you take determinant value over here? Similarly, 3 corresponding rows and columns deleted. 2 into minus 4 minus 8. 1 into minus 1, you will be having plus 1. So similarly I have to do it for each element. So I have done. So my answer is delta B equal to minus 5. And similarly delta C. For delta C, what you have to keep as it is? You have to keep A and B as it is. Instead of C, you're supposed to substitute 1 to minus 1. So see, 1 to minus 1. And similarly, first element corresponding row columns deleted. 2 into minus 1 minus 2 plus 2 5s are 10. Again you have to do it for all the elements, and my delta is equal to minus 5. So at last I found the value of delta A and delta B and delta C. So what is the A value then? A equal to delta A divided by delta, that is my delta is minus 15 divided by minus 15, which gives me 1, and B equal to delta B divided by delta, that is my answer 1 by 3, and C equal to delta C divided by delta, your answer will be minus 5 divided by 15, which gives you 1 by 3 again. But see here, I found out the value of ABC. But what is your A here? What I take my A as 1 by X, and B as 1 by Y, and C as 1 by Z. So what I'm going to do is, instead of A, I'm going to substitute my 1 by X value. So 1 by X is nothing but your A value. So instead of A, I'm substituting 1 by X, and B is 1 by Y, and C is 1 by Z. So from this, what is your X value? So what is your X value? X is equal to 1, and Y will be, if it is reciprocal means Y will be 3, and Z also he'll be getting 3. So these are the 3 values that you have got. These are the 3 values you'll be getting. Okay children, X equal to 1, Y equal to 3, and Z equal to 3. So this is called as Cramer's rule. If the question is asked as Cramer's rule, now you're supposed to do like this only. So in this exercise, in first sum, you're supposed to have done the first term letter 2 sums. So you're supposed to do another 2 sums in this exercise. In first Roman letter, and balance sums and I'll be doing in the next session. And try to do all the sums which I'll give it to you as assignment, and you should see how I'm keeping my note. So this is how your note should be. Okay, it should be neat enough. Okay, so that only whenever you can go through for your exams, it will be look good. Okay children, so try to do all the sums and keep your classworks as good, and try to copy all the sums in your notebook, and also as well your assignment sums also. So this will be included in your internal marks. So don't forget, you can, if you couldn't understand any steps, any values, any steps means, you can go to keep watching the video. Okay, so you will be getting the answer and all. Okay children, so try to maintain your notebook good, and as well as try to work out the sums at your home, because we don't have any time and all. This is the only way we can reach you people. So try to work out the sums day by day. Even if one sum, at least 2 sum in a day, it's enough. Okay children, but try to do all the sums. Okay, keep your notebook as good, and make sure that this will be considered as your internal marks and all. Okay, so with this session gets over. So next session I'll be doing the next 3 sums, next 2 or 3 sums. After that I'll be moving to my exercise 1.5. Okay children, thank you.